I never want to look old. I am going to fight every wrinkle.
Every age spot.
Look beautiful at any age. Call the Skin Center.
I don't worry about aging anymore.
People can't believe I'm 50.
They erased years from my face.
I go to the Skin Center.
I go to the Skin Center.
I go to the...
One day with the Quick Lift. Just one of our age-defying treatments, including wrinkle fillers, laser hair removal, and Botox. The Skin Center, a premier...
There's a reason we call it Merry Maids.
Dinner time confessions from Lean Cuisine.
Last night I had a salad and a tub of vanilla chip swirl. I won my own private pie eating contest. I cleaned out my cookie drawer.
I had roast chicken portobello with a vegetable rice medley followed by sweet cherries and decadent chocolate sauce. It was one of those new dinners with dessert from Lean Cuisine.
Introducing 30% more food and dessert from Lean Cuisine.
Digital cable, the TV schedule revolves around your life, not the other way around. With Roadrunner High-Speed Online, you have the speed to do more online, so you can do more offline. And right now, you can have both Time Warner Digital Cable and Roadrunner High-Speed Online, two amazing services for one amazing price. Only Time Warner Digital Cable puts the latest movies and your favorite shows on your schedule, so you watch what you want, when you want, with the push of a button. Roadrunner High-Speed Online's blazing fast speed puts the best of the internet right in your hands. And with its always-on connection, doing all the things you want has never been easier. Call today for digital cable and Roadrunner for only $79.95 a month for a whole year. Time Warner Cable. Now, anything's possible.
The artist, Mrs. Laura Bender. The art, homemade chicken noodle soup made with Swanson broth instead of water. Swanson starts with real chicken stock, perfectly blended with vegetables and seasoning. Swanson broth. Replace water with flavor.
If you love the taste of vine-ripened tomatoes and sweet basil in Prego pasta sauce, you'll love the taste of new Prego organic pasta sauce. New Prego Organic.
Hi, I'm Shia.
You dug him in holes.
Check this out.
Now, you won't believe what Shia LaBeouf can do with 18 holes in the greatest game ever played.
You think I can beat the best players in the world?
Easy peasy, lemon squeeze.
Walt Disney Pictures presents the true story of a long shot.
You're just gonna have to play better.
Who showed the world just how far a dream can take you.
It's awesome.
Shia LaBeouf, the greatest game ever played. Rated PG in theaters September 3rd.
At my Speedway, the coffee's always hot and always fresh. And there's nothing better to go with that coffee than our new 7th Street Deli hot breakfast sandwiches. With a variety to choose from, they're now 2 for just $3 at Speedway.
These new breakfast sandwiches at Speedway are awesome.
At Speedway, it's always great values, great prices. You've got my word on it.
We're on your way, the convenience stores of Speedway.
Get $500 in free Speedway gas when you buy a new F-150 from your Central Ohio.
But the one on the right has a lower price. As you can see, a low price beats a high price every time. These two DVD players are identical, but the one on the right has a lower price. As you can see, a low price beats a high price every time.
Boys, wonderful job. This is for all your hard work.
$2 goes a long way. Get the $1.99 deal at Pizza Hut.
This one's on us.
Get a medium pizza for $1.99 when you buy any large specialty pizza at menu price. Get a second pizza for $1.99. That's all the reward you need.
You think she wants Daddy?
Gather around the good stuff. Gather around the good stuff.
As a nationally recognized heart care center with leading doctors and researchers, we perform thousands of innovative procedures each year. From cardiac imaging to advanced heart failure treatments, heart care is all we do. But there's more to our reputation than just repetition, and more to our heart care than simply being among the very best. OSU Richard M. Ross Heart Hospital. Your heart's in the right place.
I've lost love. I can't stop smiling. And I've never felt prettier. I want the world to know I'm in love.
I just fell in love. I can't hide it. There's a whole new world around me. I'm in love. Can't deny it.
Captivating color.
Powerhouse Skincare. It's Mary Kay. Fall in love.
You need to see proof of insurance?
Is there a problem, ma'am?
Yeah, I don't have car insurance.
That's a problem, all right.
This living room. Aha, now that's better. Can't chef it up in this kitchen, but you can get your gourmet on in here. Now, 10TV and Ashley Furniture want to turn your house from sad to spectacular in the 25 grand home makeover. You'll win new furniture, windows and siding, a stainless steel kitchen and window coverings. Register now at any participating location, and the winner will be drawn September 25th. The 25 grand home makeover, brought to you by Ashley Furniture, Larmco Windows, Appliance Smart, Blind Factory, and 10TV.
The famous brands are back at Schottenstein's Ladies Fall Fashion Event. Save up to 60% off department store prices on all our newest looks for fall. Plus, this week only, use your Schottenstein's credit card and get an extra 20% off your entire purchase.
We got the V.
The hottest fall fashions have just arrived. Get here now.
We got the V.
You gotta see the V.
Hello, I'm Ren Newcomer, welcoming you to our new Southwest Columbus Funeral Chapel. For several years, families in North Columbus have been saving hundreds, even thousands of dollars with newcomers. Now we are bringing the same savings to families in the Southwest Columbus area with this beautiful new funeral chapel. For a detailed price comparison, call Newcomer Funeral Home at either of our convenient locations.
Were your gas bills out of control last winter? Hi, it's Mikey from Regency Windows. Although the price of fuel keeps rising, your gas bills don't have to. Regency has the largest selection of energy-saving windows that will help reduce those high gas bills. And for a limited time, I'm slashing prices on our best-selling glass options by 50%. That's right, 50% off, plus now get 18 months, same as cash. I'm gonna save you a lot of money.
Window Fashion Gallery. Get Hunter Douglas Luminette Flowing Vertical Shears, Duet Soft Honeycomb Shades, or Silhouettes like a blind shade and drape in one. Custom Graber blinds and shades up to 70% off. Get personal service, custom measuring, and installation. Shop the Andersons for curtains and decorative hardware. Other blinds and shades cut to fit while you shop.
The Andersons, more for your home.
Hi, I'm Phil Menendian of K.A. Menendian Oriental Rugs. For the last 10 years, we've held an annual fall sidewalk sale. This year, we're breaking that tradition. Relax, we're still having a sale. We're just moving it indoors and making it bigger and better than ever. During our fall inventory reduction sale, you'll find savings throughout our main showroom. Plus, take an extra 10% off any rug in our annex. It's our biggest event of the year. At K.A. Menendian, West 5th Avenue and Kenny Road. Sale ends September 24th.
No, I have them all the time.
How do you get away with it?
Tidy cats.
Ew. Actually, some of your friends are messy.
No, Tidy Cat's cat litter. It's formulated for multiple cat homes and a few extra cats they might not know about. They're home early. Everyone out! They'll never know.
Tidy Cats. Multiple strength for multiple cats.
Where'd everybody go?
Exciting news from your home for years, helping you get ready for work.
Check.
We're First Energy.
Hello.
You may know us as Ohio
Testing.
Edison, the illuminating company, or
You hear me
Toledo
out
Edison.
there?
And you
Woo-wee.
can face each day knowing we'll be right beside you. And no matter what
How's
supplier
everybody
you choose,
feeling
we'll still deliver your power
on this
reliably.
good old-fashioned Sunday morning? Oh, let me get these out of here. How's it going, everybody? everybody? How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody in the chat tonight? How's it going, everybody in the chat? It's 11 o'clock. We're gonna get some secret tape going. Today I'm going to be covering instructional videos. Oh, I needed instructions on how to run a dang stream. Where's it at? We're gonna get into instruction videos. We're gonna get into some weird color tapes. But, you know, I just want to start out with some random stuff. I got my splitter working so I can seamlessly change between tapes. And before we start, I'm going to roll the disclaimer here to make sure everybody knows they're doing something a little illegal. This is a dangerous stream. Oh, nice. That was slick. Good stuff. Here we go.
Welcome to Ubisoft's exclusive look at the best Nintendo 64 lineup ever. Rayman 2, Rocket Robot on Wheels, and Tonic Trouble. Up first, the critically acclaimed Rayman 2. In Rayman 2, you're in a world where horrible creatures roam freely. A world where pirates rule, and all are enslaved. An amazing 3D world, bigger, bolder, and more dazzling than you've ever seen. And only Rayman can save it. Race through 45 areas in over a dozen intricately designed environments. From the deepest rainforest to desert canyons. From the treacherous pirate ship to hidden areas where only few will dare. You've got to conquer them all. You will have to run, jump, ski, climb, slide, and fly. Fly with your amazing hair. If there's to be any hope of the world being saved. And that's only the beginning. Outrun monsters, surf molten lava, battle pirates, swim beneath the ocean in your attempt to disrupt.
Sorry.
Fight enemies. Save the world. Rayman 2. The power is in your hands. The action-adventure game Rayman. Swing, fly, and even water ski. Dozens of epic worlds. Ray has a sister in Florida. So, remember, it's Rayman, not Ray. incredible tonic trouble. Here's the situation. Ed's made a huge mess. He's dumped toxic goo all over the earth and turned it into a very scary place. And it just gets weirder and weirder. The tomatoes are rioting. The carrots are attacking. The whole world is topsy-turvy. Ed's gotta run, jump, swim, fly, and use his super magic stick to fend off these insane forces of evil. And if Ed can solve enough puzzles and defeat the awful Viking Grog the Hellish, he may just save us from this awful mess, which in fact was all his fault in the first place. All things considered, it's quite a conundrum. So dig in, beat your vegetables, and don't step in any goo.
We're here to test the new Nintendo 64 game Tonic Trouble. In Tonic Trouble, the player is a little alien guy named Ed. Ed has to save the world from an evil mutant warlord and his army of crazed killer tomatoes, which we think sounds like a lot of fun. Yes, that looks like a lot of fun. So there you have it. Proof positive that Tonic Trouble for Nintendo 64 is, that's right, a lot of fun.
And now get ready for Rocket, Robot on Wheels. This is Rocket, Robot on Wheels. One smart robot out to save one massive amusement park from this raccoon who's ruined everything. Kidnapped the mascot, scattered all the ride tickets, wrecked the park, and tomorrow's opening day. So it's time to rock and roll Rocket style and kick some serious raccoon tail. Race through 7 enormous park worlds. You've got to see them to believe them. Solve confounding puzzles, build towering roller coasters, and take them for a ride. And that's not all. You've got to master 9 insane vehicles like the Hover Splat Cannon and the amazing Spider Rider. Or how about the Doom Dog? Or if you've got the intestinal fortitude, hop into the glider bike. Then you just might be ready to ride the Shag Flyer. Rocket's a fully equipped one-wheel wonder. And he's even got a tractor beam. Lift, throw, clobber. And if you're good, and if you're wily, you can throw farther and harder, and even upgrade the tractor beam to a slammer. Or even an Arctic freeze beam. It's Rocket, Robot on Wheels. You've got the power. Save the day. It's gonna be the ride of your life.
Yeah.
Teenage Theater. Let's stop biker babes, slick chicks in chains, hell-raising head-cats, devil dolls and dragons, rock-star rock and rollers, pill-popping punks, motorcycle madness, starlets starved for sex.
Hi there, all you high school hellcats, and welcome to another edition of Teenage Theater. Tonight's pick is a real trash bash written by steady Eddie Wood, in case you've been living in Squaresville for the past 30 years. Eddie's the dude who made the most legendary golden turkey film of all time, Plan 9 from Outer Space. It was one of those big budget 50s sci-fi flicks that used actual saucers for spaceships. It even starred Bela Lugosi in his last role, right before he bit the big one. Too bad, too. Because I was bats over that sucker. And speaking of bats, this Ed Wood dude was kind of Looney Tune himself. Seems he couldn't decide which side of the fence he was on. You know what I mean? Even made a movie about it called Glenn or Glenda. I changed my sex. Well, that's one problem I've never had. And never have the teenage thrill kittens you're about to feast your eyes on in this cool, crazy camp classic, The Violent Years.
Oh, that sure was something, huh? Good stuff, good stuff. Quick little round of random stuff. No big deal. I wanted to talk about that Rayman tape a little bit. This is worth a couple bucks. For some reason, this is a very rare tape. I'm glad I have it. I had it since I was a little kid, and I've seen it sealed going for like $200. Like, it's kind of crazy. But I'll never get rid of it. You'll have to pry it from my cold dead hands. Hee. Okay, next up we're going to start getting into the instructional tape block. This tape I just recently found, which goes to show you can still find good stuff out in the wild. This is something else. There's also some really great previews before this starts. Let's get into it.
Comedy.
Oh!
Photography. Travel. Music. Nature. And entertainment for the entire family. It's all here for you to enjoy as you explore the wonderful world of Kodak video programs. Here are some previews of the very best family programming from Kodak.
When I was young, I ate
Ooh, get it out of here.
football, training table, 2 steaks, didn't chew them, just ate them. Just give me them. Wow, hard. People say, whoa, look at that boy eat. Hard.
The laughter never ends when Bill Cosby shares his views on reaching age 49. His hilarious way of making the ordinary laughable will be an evening of fun for all ages. No one tells it quite like Cosby.
Hang on for the ultimate thrill ride. A roller coaster beyond your wildest imagination.
Race seemingly out of control down the first hill, corkscrew through the turns like a rocket, then plunge into darkness only to emerge into another twisting, turning section of track. Ride several of America's most daring roller coasters in Roller Coaster Thrills. Kodak Video Programs proudly announces Harry Belafonte live in concert from Africa. For every fan, for every music collector, Harry Belafonte, Global Carnival. Now available on home video. Kenny Rogers, star of music and movies, now comes into your home with the exciting Gambler series. The Gambler, a sure winner you can bet on.
Hi, I'm Dick Smothers. That's a picture of me when I was just a little boy.
Now I've grown up to be the voice of Yo. I'm here to tell you how my brother Tom, after many years of searching and long hours of practice, became the Yo-Yo Man, and how you too can attain that lofty state of Yo. We started out with a normal family life, with Mom, Tom, and me, and we had a healthy and happy childhood. That is until Tom talked me into joining the Army. After an honorable discharge, Tom and I went off and pursued the truth of life, which ultimately led us to the state of Yo.
People have asked me, where did the yo-yo come from? Very good question. Where did the yo-yo come from? Well, no one knows for sure, but according to the Yo-Yo Man, the evolution of the yo-yo first began a long, long time ago when a man was caught observing a frog. He looked at that frog. He noticed the frog had a very unusual tongue. He thought maybe that tongue could be used for a lot of other things than flicking flies and insects. He said the tongue went real far out, back and forth. So he held the frog by his long tongue and bounced him up and down. Then he tried around the world. Around the world worked pretty well, too. Yo-Yo Man looked at the frog and said, it's great fun, but not for you, right? The frog agreed, and we finished with the frog. Now, the next step, isn't that right, Yo-Yo Man? He said yes, of course. Now, the next step in the evolution of the yo-yo came one night as a man was caught studying a spider working its way up and down a silken thread. So, of course, he thought to himself, I wonder, what if yes, I think I'll try around the world with this handsome spider. And that worked pretty well. Then he said, I think I'll try loop-the-loop. Loop-the-loop worked real well, too. That is until... Yeah. I think you get the point.
No one knows when or where the yo-yo made its first appearance on this planet. But legend has it that it goes way, way, way back to near the beginning of time, or possibly just after the discovery of string. But one thing for sure, the yo-yo has remained very popular ever since. For centuries, the young and old, rich and poor, the famous and powerful have all pursued the same goal. They have searched and searched and searched and searched for the pure and supreme state of yo!
I think we're gonna cut it there. This tape was rad though. It's some
Do you know
fun
how the
stuff.
state of yo can give you new life? Do you know how the state of yo can lift your spirits?
Ooh, well, got a decent amount of people in the chat. Why not? I want to let everybody know that I forgot to fix this thing here, so it's not gonna show up now. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, I can fix it. 1 second. Check this out. On the fly. Boom. It's not there. It's not showing up. On the fly, he says. Oh, we just do it like this. This is terrible. This is terrible. You're on a roll here. Well, I guess we won't do the announcement right now. And instead, we'll move on to the next tape. Just keep it moving. That's what you gotta do. Yo-Yo Man, get over Yo-Yo Man. That was a lot of fun. Let me go back to here. Here's something else that you can it's very obvious and simple to get good at this. You just need a tape. Slot machine. How to win slots. Let's check out how to win slots with David Wilhite. He's a leading recognized gaming expert for over 15 years. So this guy knows what he's talking about. He will show you how to win at slot machines. And what's up to the chat while I get this tape going? What's up to the chat? Thank y'all for being here on a Sunday morning. I'm gonna hit the button. Here we go. How to win, baby. This will teach you how to do it.
Winning Slot Secrets. Now you have a fighting chance. Welcome to Las Vegas, the fastest growing tourist destination.
Hey, have you tried slot machines? If you haven't, by all means, indulge yourself. They are more fun. Those one-armed bandits can just get you. And you can win up to $10 million. You can win trips. I personally have been on 2 trips won by my husband in slot machine tournaments. And let me tell you, Hawaii is gorgeous. By all means, play those machines and have fun.
With gambling being legalized in so many different states, it's no wonder that everyone wants to visit the ultimate gambling mecca, Las Vegas. Even though this was filmed entirely in Las Vegas, what you learn in this video will help you find loose slots no matter where you play. In this video, we'll cover a variety of subjects, from starting a gambling bankroll to finding those mega jackpots. We'll also show you the insides and outsides of slot machines and tell you the odds that nobody wants you to know. Discipline is probably the most important factor when it comes to gambling, and discipline begins at home. You need to know how much money you want to spend each day and also how much money you want to win. You need to decide how much money you're able to spend and start saving a little each day until you reach that goal. Remember, playing with money that you cannot afford to lose is the second worst thing you can do. And the first is getting money on your credit card. Imagine having to pay interest on money that you may have lost gambling. Now that you have your money saved, you need to divide it into equal groups for as many days that you plan to gamble. And then divide it once again into different groups for each session. For future reference, nickel machines are considered low-level play, quarter machines, medium level, and dollar machines, high level. If you play nickels, you need $50 to $100 per day. If you play quarters, you need $100 to $200 per day. And dollar machines, you need $500 per day. Now that you know how much money you want to spend, you also need to set a limit on how much money you want to win. Remember, the difference between winners and losers, winners know when to quit. Playing slots isn't magic. It's just playing correct. Now that you've done your homework, let's go hit the slots.
Quit playing with my money, David. This ain't a joke.
To win big money at craps, you have to bet big money. To win big money at blackjack, you have to bet big money. So, to win big money at slots, does that mean you have to bet big money? No. For just $3, you can win millions. Everyone agrees that progressive slot machines are probably the worst bets to make. But if you do play them, make sure that you always play the maximum coins. When you walk up to a machine, always read the glass to find out exactly what type of machine you're playing and exactly how to play it. Avoid playing slot machines at airports and restaurants. They tend to have a lower payback. When you hit the jackpot, do not put another coin in until you've been paid, because the machine itself will not pay the total jackpot. You need to call the change attendant. Remember, as long as you're playing a machine, it's yours. But as soon as you walk away, you have no claim to anyone's jackpot if they walk up and hit it after you're gone. When you hit a jackpot, it's common courtesy to play it off. Who knows, you might hit another one. After a winning session, it's time to take a breather. Sit back, analyze what you've learned, how you played correctly, before you go on to your next machine. Now that we've showed you how to find the hot machines, let's show you a couple
Alright, this
different
guy
ways to
put me
play.
to sleep. David Wilhite, you're boring. You got some funny jokes about making money disappear and stuff like that. Listen, I gotta fix this real quick, so I can show this off. I have a big announcement. 1 second, and I'll show it right off. Got a big announcement for the next secret tape, live and in person. That's right. Here it is. Bing, bing, bing. I just had to fix it. Boom. A secret tape Christmas is coming soon. I'm so excited. It'll be a holiday themed secret tape like we did last year. By the way, this is kind of like a 2-year anniversary stream as well. I believe the first secret tape was in November, I think right around this time. So I'll get back to you on that. But the next secret tape, here's the art for it. I'm proud of it. It's cool. I searched for like an hour for that font. But yeah, the next secret tape. There we go. Let's get back into it. More instructional videos. This next block of stuff I have is, oh boy, some training videos. This first one's pretty cool. Pasarayu by Kang Ri. I think that's how you say it. This is whatever. This looks like some kind of. Oh, I should switch back to the. This looks just whatever, like some random stuff. But if you read the back, this is the instructor of Elvis Tiger Presley. He taught the king, man. He taught the king, baby. And if memory serves, the beginning of this one, ooh, just an excellent intro. Let's kick it. Let's get back into it. Some more instructional tapes. Whoop.
We're visiting with Kong Rhee, 7th degree black belt and founder of the Pasaru Martial Artist System. Mr. Rhee, tell us a little bit about yourself. When and where were you born?
I born January 30th.
Hey, this tape gets extremely boring after that intro, but that intro is sick. It's just what you would want from this tape. Now, next up, we have someone who is a master of Tai Chi, good old David Carradine. R.I.P. Wait, that's not David Carradine.
What you have just witnessed was a demonstration of Qi, or internal power. The ability to shatter the bricks is a physical manifestation of a mental thought. The internal energy was focused into his palm, which permeated the bricks and caused them to shatter. I am here to introduce you to Tai Chi, a total self-development program that is practiced today by more people in the world than any other system of exercise. The essence of Tai Chi is the joining of mind, body, and spirit in order to live a more fulfilling life. Tai Chi exercises are designed to increase your energy and vitality. Tai Chi naturally aligns your body structure and allows your body to move more freely with increased agility, balance, and grace. The basis of Chinese medicine and health is the balancing of one's flow of internal energy, called Qi. Tai Chi movements balance one's Qi flow so that a person can become stronger internally. By doing the following exercises in a relaxed state, you will attain the Qi, the essence of true self-development. This tape will first introduce to you the foundation of posture, movement, and principles of Tai Chi. These are combined to form more complex movements, like those performed by Sifu Kam Yuan, who will lead the last part of our class. He is a master of the martial arts, as well as a doctor of the healing arts. Sifu Kam Yuan has been my teacher for 14 years and taught thousands of others. Learning Tai Chi is a building process. The components must first be learned individually. Once integrated, the parts are combined to create the complete Tai Chi form. The first section demonstrates the basic stances, postures, and footwork. In the second section, Tai Chi individual moves are isolated and repeated several times. These more complicated moves combine the stances with the upper body movements. Finally, the third section combines the individual movements into a continuous motion, creating the complete Tai Chi form. Horse stance. Legs apart with feet parallel, weight equally distributed. Push knees out to the sides and bend slightly. Toes in, heels out. Let the structure of this most basic stance keep you in an easy, effortless balance. You are strengthening and stretching your hips, buttocks, thighs, and ankles. Right forward stance. Turn to the right, 45 degrees. Hips facing forward. Your right foreleg is perpendicular to the floor, left leg straight. Weight should be distributed equally over both legs. Breathe deeply and evenly. Right cat stance. Weight back on left leg. Raise right heel. Hips 45 degrees. All your weight is on your back leg. Turn your right toe in for more protection. This stance strengthens the left hip and leg while stretching the left calf and ankle. Heel stance. Easy to figure out. Weight stays on back foot. Keep your right leg straight. Relax into the stance. Breathe deeply. Back to a horse stance. Butt in, shoulders down, back straight. Left forward stance. The proper execution of the Tai Chi movements is never forced, but rather relaxed. It is not necessary to experience pain and strain to be successful in these exercises. Don't push yourself. Cat stance. The back leg is strong and stable, while the front leg is light and mobile. This is the essence of stance training. Heel stance. While this stance strengthens the ankle, stretches the calf and Achilles, it has the added benefit of toning the hips, thighs, and buttocks. Cross stance. Cross your left leg behind your right, left knee behind your right. Ball of left foot touches the ground, hips face forward. Keep your weight evenly distributed. This tones the lower half of your body from the hips downward. Backs to the horse stance. Left cross stance. Keep your hips forward. Ball of the foot on the ground. All Tai Chi movements involve the entire body. Strong and stable stances are essential to properly execute the upper body movements. Back to the horse.
So relaxing.
Now drop to the left polk stance. Make sure you keep your feet facing forward and flat on the floor.
I hate to
This will
bail
stretch
on
your
you,
groin
David.
and ankle while strengthening
We gotta
the
keep
hips,
moving on.
legs,
But I'm
back,
jamming.
and knee. Back to the horse. Now the right stance.
Ooh.
Remember to keep your back as straight as possible.
All right.
These stances work best when done in a relaxed manner. No straining.
And we got some other dork white guy who thinks he knows a bunch of, martial arts and stuff. It's fun. But he looks like a dork.
Tai Chi Chuan is an ancient Chinese system of self-defense based on the movements of animals. It is the most internal of all styles of Kung Fu, meaning that it relies on internal energy, Qi, rather than muscular tension, and is noted for its speed, power, and effectiveness. This is a two-tape set. The first tape emphasizes punching, while the second tape includes kicking, grappling, and ground fighting. You will be watching actual classes at Bob Klein's Tai Chi Chuan School. We suggest you view both tapes first before beginning your practice. We suggest that you warm up and stretch before each practice session, otherwise you may strain or rip muscles. If you have any bone or joint injuries or heart problems, consult your physician before using these tapes. We present first a suggested set of yoga stretching postures. Lean forward and hold your legs or feet. Allow the weight of your body to stretch your back. Never overstrain yourself or move quickly into position. Stretching easily and patiently produces the best results in the long run. Reach only as far as you are able. Try to relax your mind as well. Leave your everyday troubles and worries behind to give your mind and body time to relax. Now spread your legs as widely as you can and hold on to one leg at a time with both hands. We will show only one side of double-sided exercises to save tape time, but you should do both sides. Hold the left leg or foot, whichever you can safely reach, with your right hand. Place your head between your left leg and right arm. Place your left hand under your right thigh. Hold each position for between 30 seconds to 2 minutes, or whatever is comfortable for you. Hold each leg or foot with the hand of the same side. We do not recommend bobbing up and down in position, as this may unduly strain your back. Clasp your hands behind your back and raise them as high behind you as you can. You may lean forward or remain in an upright posture. Bring the soles of your feet together and pull them upward while holding them from the bottom. Place elbows on thighs and remain in an upright posture.
Alright, this is pretty boring. I'll admit it. Why don't we move on to the next block of instructional videos? Now this, I know, there's some gold in here. That was Chinese kickboxing with Master Bob Klein. I don't want to put any disrespect on Bob Klein. Next two tapes we got are pure instructional videos. Real, like, here you go, you do it. This is what you do. We're going to start out with a video for a Vitamix blender. Woo! If you're not excited, if you're not standing up on your feet cheering for the Vitamix blender tape, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go. Let's bring it in. Let's check out how this blender works.
Hi, my name is Ed, this is my wife Dawn, and we're here today to show you how to use your new Vitamix. I'm sure you're just as excited to start using your machine as we were when we first got ours. Dawn and I have been demonstrating kitchen appliances for over 20 years, and we have never found any machine that compares to the Vitamix. It's the most powerful machine on the market. It's the most versatile, it's easy to operate, and very easy to clean.
That's right, Ed. Plus, it's the best machine to help you eat better. I'm sure many of you purchased the Vitamix with a healthier diet in mind, as well as some great tasting recipes. Nutritionists tell us that if we consume a diet that is high in fiber, low in fat, with at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, we can dramatically lower our risk of heart disease, cancer, and stroke. Those are 3 great reasons to use your Vitamix every day. Now, before we get started, I'd like to take just a moment to go over what came in your package. For those of you that purchased the basic package, you received the Vitamix machine itself, and that includes the powerful motor base, the container with the blades, the 2-piece lid, the tamper, the video, and 2 cookbooks. For those of you that purchased the Super, you got all of this, plus you received a second container. This container has an especially designed blade for grinding grains and kneading bread dough, as well as a whole grains cookbook. I just want you to know that it doesn't take hours of practice to be proficient with your Vitamix. All you have to do is follow our step-by-step instructions that are pictured in your Getting Started cookbook. You'll be off to a good start. You'll also find hundreds of recipes in our Whole Foods cookbook. They're all analyzed for nutritional value.
Let's start with the motor base. If you'll turn your machine over, you'll notice that the cord is wound around the bottom. Our engineers have thought of everything. All you need to do is unwind the amount of cord that you need to plug the machine in, plug it in, and you're ready to operate. On the front of your machine, you'll notice that there are 2 switches. The switch on the right turns the machine on and off. The switch on the left controls the speeds. The variable setting allows you to control your processing speed with the dial in the center, which is numbered from 1 to 10, 1 being the slowest. For the more difficult jobs, turn the speed switch to high, which overrides the variable dial.
The container fits squarely on the motor base, and the blade does come out of the container. If you'd ever like to do so, refer to the instructions in your cookbook. However, it is not necessary to take the blades out for everyday cleaning. You'll notice the container is calibrated on both sides with measurements. On one side, it's liters and milliliters, the other side, cups and ounces. It's a 2-liter container, which makes it just a little over half a gallon. But it's been designed, remember, to do very small amounts. You can do as little as a half a cup or all the way up to the full half gallon.
The ridges on the container aren't just there for decoration. These are patented and they help to circulate the food properly. Now remember, you have a 2-horsepower motor, so we certainly designed the lid to fit securely. In fact, I would recommend that you use a little bit of vegetable oil to season your lid. The lid has a continuous rim, and to put the lid on, place that rim underneath your container tab. There's one on either side of the container. You press down on the opposite side, and it'll lock into place. To remove the lid, put your hands around the lid, press in by the arrow at the container tab. The lid lifts off easily. Now, if you happen to have small hands, you may want to use a spoon. Use the handle of the spoon, insert it by the pour spout. This will allow you to remove the lid easily.
There are 2 other pieces of the lid that I'd like to point out. On the top is what we call the plug. It comes out so that you can add liquids or other ingredients into the machine while it is processing. We also have what we call a tamper. You'll notice on the top of the tamper there is a ring, and the ring is larger than the hole in the lid, so that will stop it before touching the blades. It's very safe to use the tamper while the machine is processing. Use this to stir while the machine is running, to push foods down into the blades, or just leave it sit, and foods will actually circulate on the tamper itself.
Remember, don't ever use any other utensil in the container while the machine is running, because not only could you damage the utensil, but you could certainly damage your machine as well. And always operate your machine with the lid in place. You can imagine with a 2-horsepower motor that could get a little messy without the lid. Dawn and I like to start every day making juice. It's quick and it's easy, it's delicious, and you're in and out of the kitchen fast.
We're going to be doing a recipe called orbapi juice. If you'd like to follow along, it's found in your Getting Started cookbook. We're going to triple the recipe.
Not just good snapshots, but great shots. And the only thing that these pictures have in common is that they were taken with a Minolta Maxim XI camera. Hi, I'm Joe Barrett. Welcome to the world of Maxim photography. Your new 3XI is one of the most advanced cameras available today. It has a host of special features that will help you make an album filled with great photos, ones that you'll be proud to share with your family and friends. It will also give you incredible creative flexibility to take the kinds of pictures you've always wanted to take. During the next few minutes, you and I are going to take a guided tour of your new Maxim and how to make great pictures. First, we'll look at getting started, how to get your camera set up right out of the box. Next, we'll look at taking your first pictures, how to use your camera in its fully automatic modes to take great photos. Next, we'll help you improve your basic photos with the basics of composition, easy steps you can take to make your pictures the best ever. Then, we'll spend some time talking about Maxim's advanced autofocus system and how you can get the most out of it. We'll do the same for Maxim's advanced auto exposure system. We'll move on to the camera's special exposure modes, what they are, when, why, and how to use them. We'll take a look at how the self-timer gets you in the picture. And I'd like you to see why changing the lens on your Maxim will help you take even better pictures. It's what separates SLR photography from the rest. We'll look at the incredible range of lenses available and how easy it is to change from one to the next. Moving on to flash photography, we'll look at the built-in flash, as well as the more powerful accessory flashes designed for your Maxim. We'll see how flash photography can be so much more than just taking pictures in the dark. We'll look at how adding filters to your Maxim can do everything from improving reality to creating fantasy. And finally, we'll look at some accessories that help you get the most out of the total Maxim experience. You and your Maxim camera can do quite a lot to make the best photos, and you can always refer back to this tape for reminders. And of course, the instruction book packed with your camera covers a lot of material too. So let's get started, so you can get started with your own Maxim experience. I'm sure that by now you've probably unpacked your camera and all that's in the box. So, first things first, the warranty cards. These cards do two very important things. First, they register the warranty for 2 years on the camera body and 5 years on the lenses. They also sign you up for a 2-year subscription to Minolta's contact sheet. It's an informative newsletter with tips, tricks, contests, photos, and information about new products to enhance your photography. Let's get down to business. The first thing you have to do to get your new Maxim ready is to put on the lens. First, take off the plastic caps from both the body and lens. Save these for later. You'll want to replace them when you store the camera or lens in your camera bag. Notice the red dot on the lens barrel. Match this with the red dot on the camera body, and then turn the lens clockwise until it locks in place. I'm sure you've also put the strap on the camera. I'll tell you later how and when to use this.
Next one. I love this guy. Don Aslett. Don Aslett is a legend. And you'll see. You'll all see. He will show you how to clean. And he is mean and lean. He's a lean, mean, clean machine, baby. Let's do it.
Hey, I need that bucket. In fact, I need 2 of them. I just got a call, and in 30 minutes, company is going to show up at this place. And I've got to clean this entire room in a half an hour. Now, nothing will tell you need cleaning like moving a picture. Cleaning that right will save your reputation, it'll save repainting. Now, let's go get the things we need to get started. In preparation to do those walls, we have our 2 trusty Rubbermaid containers. This one is half full of water. This one is empty. 2 containers, one half full of water. This is empty. And now, I'm going to use an all-purpose cleaner, one like Spick and Span. Be sure and read the directions. They know what they made and how to use it better than you do, so read and I'll tell you how much to dilute it, take that off, but just what it says. Don't try to make your own home brew either, it doesn't work. Okay, move it out, pick your buckets up.
No matter what you do, it doesn't work. Give it up for Don Aslett in the chat. Give it up for Don Aslett in the chat.
Now remember, 2 Rubbermaid roughneck buckets. This one has cleaning solution in it, and this one is empty. 2 buckets. Okay, now I have my cleaning cloth, and I have a Rubbermaid cellulose sponge. Now get one to fit your hand, okay? Now here we go. You dip it in the solution. If you dip it about a 1/4 inch in like that, you can hold it above your head all day. It won't run down your arm and down your back and in your shoes. Ready to go, and on the wall I do. Now remember, I always start from the top and work down. I don't start from the bottom, work up like the old wives' tales. Now look what's happening. So that's detergent diluting that stuff and taking it off the wall. Great. That's all I'm doing now is taking that stuff off, and see it's all coming off, and then I take my towel and I just wipe that, and it's perfectly polished and won't streak now. Notice all the dirt and things from the wall is in that. I go to my bucket and I squeeze. Now you don't wring a sponge, just squeeze it, okay? And my sponge is perfectly clean. Then I go, dip it in the bucket again, like this, back to the wall again, and again I go like that. Take about an area that you can clean pretty easy so it won't dry. See that? See how that comes right off? Your sponge will just pick most of that dirt up. See how it takes most of the dirt off? And you're just polishing with your towel when you finish. Look at that. It comes perfect. Again, back to the empty bucket. Squeeze it in there. That way your solution never gets dirty. When I finish this wall, this solution, I'll do 4 rooms in this house. It's 1 bucket of solution. This water will be perfectly clean. When I finish this house, all the dirt in the house will be in this bucket. Really, really works, and it's fast, and I just can't wait. And I'm going to do this in 30 minutes, probably even quicker. Oh, the phone. You're not going to be here for 30 more minutes? Hey, that's fine. We'll see you then. Well, that's time to do the whole house. Now, you know, I did the wall in 30 minutes. You didn't think I could do
There's
that. Well,
no
I can do this whole house
way.
almost as fast. Now, by now, some of you guessed that I have kind of an inner love for housework. Well, I do. I'm Don Aslett, America's #1 cleaning expert. I started the cleaning business about 34 years ago, hired 1 student, 2 students, 20, then 100, and cleaned houses for all those years going to college. About 10 years ago, I wrote a book called Is There Life After Housework? And I'm here to tell you there is life after housework if you learn to do it easy and right. And you're watching this video to learn to do that faster, easier, better, and cheaper. And everybody keeps saying, how does everyone else do it? Well, that's how they do it. Better tools, better methods, better timing. And speaking of timing, one of the biggest problems in cleaning is waiting. Hey, if I wait a little while, it'll get better. I mean, things start sticking when you wait. For example, the dishes, hey, I'll do them tomorrow, the next day. If you let the dishes wait instead of doing them right after the meal, it takes longer because the food hardens. It's unhealthy because bacteria develops, which causes unpleasant odors and can attract unpleasant little bug critters. A quick and easy way to clean your dirty dishes is with Dawn, the best dishwashing liquid available for removing grease. Independent tests against other leading dishwashing liquids found Dawn to be highly effective for cutting through grease and cleaning Rubbermaid Serve and Savor containers. So Dawn is recommended by Rubbermaid. It is so good at cutting grease that you can use it as a laundry pre-treatment. In this video, I will share with you some quick ways to get the job done. Then you will have more time to do the things you want to do. Now, there are 4 basic laws to cleaning. Eliminate, saturate, dissolve. And sometimes dissolve means a little agitation, then you remove it. 75% of cleaning is done with the head and not with the hands. 75% of soils removal is done by helpful cleaning products and tools, and not by the old elbow grease. You eliminate by sweeping, dust mopping, or brushing. Wipe all dirt, gravel, crumbs, and other loose material from any surface you might be servicing. Saturate by applying the cleaning solution generously to the dirty surface, then let it set. Dissolve by letting the liquid and the chemical action of the cleaner loosen the dirt. Remove with a sponge, cleaning cloth, or squeegee, and get rid of the mushy residue. Unless you really enjoy grinding and beating and scrubbing off soils, hey, let's do it the easy way. You know, as a pro, I really love spray bottles. Water is free. I mean, fill that thing with water, whatever you have to do, and then use concentrates. Concentrates are cheap, great cleaners. You know, one thing I really like about a spray bottle is it's great for the environment. These aerosols are really cluttering up our environment. These things can last years and years. Now, you can spray the cleaner on, and it'll wait. Wait a while, let it do the work. Spray some more. Go feed the birds, do anything. Let it work. Work with your head, not with your hands. Now, there's basically 4 cleaners that you can use in this. 4 separate cleaners you can use in spray bottles. Neutral cleaner, like Spick and Span, can be used for almost any type of cleaning. It won't damage surfaces, even wood, because its pH is neutral. It's neither acid nor alkaline. A disinfectant cleaner for bathrooms, other areas needing germicidal action, but only a quaternary neutral type. It's non-toxic and won't damage most surfaces. A commercial wax stripper and degreaser for removing wax and for tough cleaning jobs where grease is a super problem. An evaporating alcohol-based cleaner for cleaning small windows, polishing mirrors, appliance, tile, chrome, and other reflective type surfaces. When using any kind of a cleaner, commercial or household, read the label. Don't sniff or taste it. There was a study that showed that the average woman walked around 20 miles a day doing housework and related housework. I bet you could believe that, couldn't you? One of the reasons is because their stuff is spread all over. Isn't this a great idea? Find a place like this and a nice convenient hanger to do that right into your sink so you have everything right where you need it. Now, we're going to do windows. Look at this. I have my Rubbermaid bucket. I have my squeegee. I have my cellulose cloth, my sponge, and my dishwashing liquid. We're ready for those windows. We're out of here. How many of you just love to clean windows? Well, the reason you don't is because we're still cleaning them anciently. We buy this window cleaner that guarantees, and we spray it on, and we go, snort. Man, and we say, this is almost a moral experience. We spray some more on, and away we go, and everything else. Then the sun comes up. What do you have? Streaks. And we read on the can, no streaks. We try it again and again. It doesn't work. This stuff makes windows thicker, and it leaves a grease film on windows. It does not work. Get rid of your aerosols. Helps the environment. It will help you clean windows. Okay, how many have ever seen one of these before? How many's ever tried one of these before?
Oh, no.
How many's had great luck with one of these before? Well, the reason you didn't,
That's what I do for
you
my
didn't have one of
job.
these. You had one of these. This is not a squeegee. This is a communist conspiracy to ruin American housewives. This thing was made to poke down the bread and lead the music and scratch your back. This will not clean windows. Chuck that thing. You got your squeegee, you can go down to Janitor Supply Store for about $9, get one of these. It will last you probably the rest of your life. You'll love it so much you wear as a brooch to church. You'll love it more than your dishwasher. Okay, the next thing you do, I get my roughneck bucket, I put some water in, doesn't matter whether it's hot or cold, and I'm ready to go. Now, what do I use in that water? Well, all of you are saying, vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Vinegar is not a cleaner. I mean, there's dog slobbers and there's grease. Vinegar won't cut that. We use a thing called X2161B-1000. That's what most professionals use, but translated, it's just Dawn dishwashing detergent. Amazing that this is just a miracle cleaner. I mean, 9 out of 10 window cleaners use dishwashing detergent. Now, there's a real interest in here of what makes it work. Well, the big reason is it doesn't work very well is that most of us say if a little does well, a lot will do better. That's like saying if a teaspoon of baking soda makes your biscuits raise up, put a cup in there and those hummers will really come up. So we take the lid and go glug, 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 you know, and all these suds come up. Wrong. That's what's been your problem. You open this lid up just a tiny bit and you use just a snort or a snidge bit, as we call it, just a touch. In fact, this one little quart of Dawn will last you probably 25 years to do your window, okay, because it's a degreaser. Okay. You've mixed it up, your solution's ready to go. Now, before we start, let me show you one more thing. If your squeegee has been the reason is the blade is dry. Now, I can use a cloth or I can use my cellulose cloth, my Rubbermaid cellulose cloth, and you can dampen this. Okay, dampen it in the water and wring it out, and then you wipe your squeegee blade, which lubricates it, and the squeegee goes, really skids along quick. Okay, you can put the water on the window, super easy with a sponge, or I prefer using a window wand. Here we go. We're talking about for this great big giant window, we're talking just a few seconds. Now see this dishwashing liquid has set on there. It's a degreaser, so it's cutting the surfactants or cutting the grease, all that stuff. Now don't pull the squeegee down, because if you do, you get a big streak. Wipe it once and lean the squeegee off the window like this. See this? And go right across the top and clean a dry area. See what I did? I got rid of all those drips. Wiped it, went right across the top. It's perfectly dry. Then, with my cellulose cloth, I wipe my squeegee blade, put it in a dry area, and down I come. Perfect.
I know how to do this way faster.
Quick as a cat. You just can't believe what that will do. Don't worry about any stuff that's left on there, because the way you diluted your detergent will dry, and you'll never see it. Across the bottom, your window's clean. I'll tell you, that window is clean perfectly. If you have a giant window.
Amateur.
The company's coming fast.
Listen.
We're talking about seconds. Here we go again. I mean, we're talking about...
I think that's enough of that. I love Don Aslett. This tape has some gems in it. Once he gets to the part where he starts cleaning the floor, whoo, I'll save that for another time. That's some good stuff. He gets nuts. I should have let it go, but I have a lot to get through still. So anyway, well, thank you all again for hanging out. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. Oh, just something funny about that tape, too. Special thanks to Rubbermaid Incorporated and Procter & Gamble for the cleaning products and consultation. It's a sticker. So I wonder what's underneath this. Like, I'll never peel it. I'd never dare peel this sticker off. But I wonder if, like, underneath it's thanking the wrong products or like, who knows? I'll never peel. I'll never peel. All right. That was great. Great stuff. What did I do with it? Whoa. Oh, the tape's right in front of my face. Okay. I'm going to hit a quick, tiny 3-minute break. Very small break. I just want to show off this effect. Here we go. I'm going to get the next thing set up. All right, we're back. We're back. Here's the microphone. We're going to be talking about weird-looking tapes now. This is the Beach Boys tape. Oh, we're definitely going to get flagged for music on this one. I better close it way down. This is when Brian Wilson's talking about how he's all goofed up on drugs. This tape, though, let's play it for a second. It's interesting. You may have ran into this before, may have not. It has like a tannish, grayish flap on it. So what we're going to be doing for the rest of the stream is watching weird colored tapes. So we started out with the gray one just for a second. I don't want to get blasted, though, for playing Beach Boys music. Where shall I start? So the thing that kind of made me start wanting to talk about this was Orion tapes. Now, you might be familiar. They got the cool, like, the star thing, or it's like... I played an Orion tape earlier, I think. But something interesting about those tapes that I learned, they have red flaps for the first runs of their tapes. So you know this is a first edition tape that has the red flap, which I think is really interesting. Here's another one. Cooley High. I've never watched this, but it's another Orion one with the red flap. So, you know, proof to my where is it? Proof to my nonsense. So one of my prized possessions, though, of course, is my UHF tape, which is, I guess, a first edition tape, according to the red flap. So it's pretty cool. I just have this queued up to the beginning, and I'm gonna play a little UHF. Here we go. Shout out to Weirdo Al. Forgot this is an EP mode situation. My VCR is not handling it. Let me try the other one. Maybe. Ooh, same story. Oh, no, there we go. We're in.
Señor, we must not go any further. Look!
is an ancient sacred Ovita symbol. It's certain death for anyone who enters. We must turn back. Now!
Here's another. I'm having some weird issues with one of my VCRs. I hope it's just a coincidence. Try this one. I didn't know. That's not planned right. Well, this is another red flap tape. No big deal. Nothing too special on there, just some previews for some movies. Moving on. Honestly, I'm not too far from wrapping it up here. Maybe before we get into the full-colored, interesting-looking tapes. Oh, one more. This ET tape. This ET tape is green on the flap. That's pretty cool. Oh, and the wheels are green too. That's pretty fun. People try and pretend online like that's like a rare thing. It's not at all. It's not rare at all. But it's cool. 'Cause green like alien, you understand? I think we're all laughing about that. Alright, before we dive into more color tapes, we have the weird looking tapes like this. Not gonna play this one, just gonna show it off. Let's go full screen for a second, and I'm gonna do a little show and tell. Wrong one. 1 second. There we go. Check it out. This is Winston, the cigarette company. They have a comedy break, and it's got a Surgeon General warning on the back of it. No, whoopsies. A Surgeon General warning on the back of everything. The reason I grabbed this is because I saw that Todd Glass was on it, and I remember it being pretty funny. But look at this weirdo. What's going on here? This is the front of the tape. There's just a gigantic sticker over it. Normal otherwise, I mean, yeah, for the most part, but like, isn't that bizarre? Haven't seen anything like that. So that's weird. Let me grab another one of these weirdos. Here it is. Cat sitter tape. I'm a pretty big fan of it. There's a few different versions, and I have a few of them. But this one has black plastic everywhere. It's kind of a slick little number, don't you think? Look at that. All black. I think that's about it before I start playing some more tapes. But this one I always thought was cool, and I'll throw this on. I've never watched the American version of this film. I hear it's okay. But I always thought it was cool that the tape it's clear. Like the outside's clear. Oh! So, let me throw this on, and we'll get some more weird tapes going.
all trainers! Pokemon has taken the world by storm, but our quest to become Pokemon Masters has just begun. Now you can take home all your favorite episodes of the TV show that started it all. It's Pokemon, the TV series! That's right. Now you can follow the adventures of me, Ash Ketchum, and all my friends on our quest to become Pokemon Masters. Join us as we discover exciting new Pokemon skills and secrets. The more you watch, the more you can learn. You'll see all your favorite characters like me, Misty, Brock, Pikachu, and the wacky Team Rocket. Check out all your favorite episodes anytime you want to. You can watch them again and again. And best of all, each action-packed volume contains not one, not two, but 3 full episodes. That's 3 times the Pokemon, 3 times the action, 3 times the fun. Choose either DVD or VHS cassette. This video and Pioneer Entertainment bring you Pokemon, the TV series, on DVD and VHS. And check this out. All the greatest Pokemon adventures are now best-selling books from Viz. Videos and books available most anywhere. Pokemon!
Animation never looked so good, at prices that look even better. Paramount means family entertainment.
Little bear advertisement. You know the tape's orange. You know the deal. Well, bam! Look at that. That's beautiful. I wish there was more orange tape. I wish I had more orange tapes, but all I have is little bear. Anywho, we're getting towards the end here. I gotta wrap it up earlier than I expected to. I have a musical concert show in a different state tonight, 'cause I'm just a rock and rollin' guy. But here's the big climax. I'm sure you've seen the orange tape. The orange tape's no big deal. Ever seen a blue flap? Look, it's blue 'cause of winter. You get it? Boom. Blue flap on Snow Dogs. I guess I saw this in theaters, according to my uncle, and I laughed and laughed and laughed. So that's that on that. Another always cool type of tape. Bam. Sonic the Hedgehog. The white tape. The white tape is always sick. It's a little smoke stain. Thank you, Pop, for that. And here's a custom job I did because this tape was broken when I bought it. And I said, you know what? Let me try this. The white tape with the black flap. It's pretty classy. Oh, it's broken again. Pretty classy stuff with the pink label. It turned out really nice. But yeah, that was of my own design on the Flintstones tape. Just wanted to show those off to be, what's the word I'm looking for? To, get everything, cover everything I can. Here's a weird one, and I'm going to play this one for a little bit. The blue tape. Ooh. It's now broken. No, it's fine. It's the blue. It's a Disney Did I break it? No, it's fine. It's the Disney Disney tape. If you want to go to Disney and check it out, look, it's got all the manuals with it still and stuff. I've never been to Disney, so I don't give a shit about it, but I will play this tape because it's blue, everybody. It's blue. It's not a trick of the eye, it's blue. Here we go, folks.
There is a place where your cares fly away as though they were sprinkled with pixie dust. Where all the dreams of your childhood get to live once more. And maybe even do a little dance to celebrate. Where fireworks soar through the night sky to melt away the years and light up the kid inside you. There is a place where magic lives. Welcome to Walt Disney World.
Welcome to a Walt Disney World vacation for big kids. You're about to enjoy a magical tour of everything there is to see and do here with some helpful tips from Disney cast members along the way. So come on, let's get started.
Make a wish, and you're in a place where fairy tale dreams come true every day for kids of all ages. The Magic Kingdom Park.
When you first walk in and you see the castle, you see Cinderella's castle, and it's just,
fuck it.
You know that the magic is always here. This is what the magic is really all about.
I've been here 5 times now, and every time I come, it's a thrill to my heart. I just enjoy myself.
Enter a land where fantasy is an everyday reality, and the most cherished characters on Earth put smiles on the faces of the young and the young at heart.
I saw Mickey Mouse. Oh my goodness, it's Mickey Mouse. That's what I thought. Oh my goodness, it's really Mickey Mouse. And you're like a kid again.
Each day, your favorite Disney characters celebrate classic magic as the Share a Dream Come True parade makes its way down Main Street, USA. All around this enchanted kingdom, classic Disney fun awaits.
You got to do Space Mountain, and you got to do with the Peter Pan, and you got to ride little Dumbo. I don't care how old you are, you got to ride Dumbo. You got to ride Dumbo. I don't know. I'm 40, and it doesn't matter. I'm 12.
In Liberty Square, share an inspiring moment with America's founding fathers at the Hall of Presidents. Across the way, 999 grim, grinning ghosts await in the Haunted Mansion. And no Disney trip is complete without a ride through It's a Small World.
I mean, I've worked a long time in my life. I want to play now, and this is marvelous to play.
The famous Magic Kingdom mountain range sends you freewheeling through the stars on Space Mountain. On a runaway railroad ride on Big Thunder Mountain. And deep into Brer Rabbit's laughing place for a fun-filled 5-story drop on Splash Mountain.
Oh, it lulls you into a very false sense of security, and then it goes up, 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 and over, and straight down.
Not far away, vagabonds and roustabouts sail into mischief on Pirates of the Caribbean. Then step aboard the Jungle Cruise for a tongue-in-cheek trip into the wild. On special nights, the Magic Kingdom comes alive with a dazzling, sparkling parade of light that winds its whimsical way through the streets. Then, just look high above Cinderella Castle for the wondrous display that is Fantasy in the Sky fireworks. The Magic Kingdom Park, where everyone's a kid again, every day.
Enough! Enough of this Disney dog shit. This is the grand finale as far as weird tapes go. Now the cover, the art, I was already like, ooh, weird. Okay, cool. Same with the back. Strange stuff. Let's take a look at the tape itself. Green as a green bean. With no windows? I think it's strange. But we're gonna learn how to tell time. And then I think I'm gonna have to peace out. I gotta take off. A little shorter than I planned, but that's okay. Let's just look at this freak. It's a freaky tape. It's freaky. Ugh. Telling time, everybody. Telling time.
To help your child make the best use of this videotape, cut out the clock face and hands on the box and assemble them into a cardboard clock. That will make learning to tell time even more fun.
Oh, that's why the back is so weird.
A child's introduction to telling time.
Nicky! Nicky!
Yeah, Mom?
Time to get up.
What time is it?
7 o'clock. You know, little hands on the 7, big hands on 12.
Very funny, Mom. Okay, I'm up.
Well, let's get going, pal. You know you've got to get dressed, walk the dog, eat your breakfast, and the bus is coming at 8 o'clock.
So much to do. It seems there's never enough time.
It's 7 o'clock, and before you know it, it's 7:02. I like to stay here in bed for a while, but there's so much to do. It's 10 after 7, I'm washing my face. This water's cold. I gotta get dressed, I gotta get going before the day gets old. There's so much to do, and never enough time to do it. It seems like you're just getting started on something, and you run out of time to get through it. 7:15, I've got my breakfast, I'm as hungry as a dinosaur. A bowl of Screaming Crunchos, a glass of cold juice, and I'm out the door. My big dog Spock pulls me round the block. It's 7:23. I brush my teeth, I comb my hair, and it's off to school for me.
Wait a second, you almost forgot your lunch.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Bye. I'm meeting Bobby to play ball in the park. I'll be home at 5 o'clock.
Okay, have a good day.
There's so much to do and never enough time to do it. It seems like you're just getting started on something and you run out of time to get through it. It's 8 o'clock and I'm right on time. There goes the town clock tower's chime. I'm off to school and there's oh so much to do.
Yes, it's 8 o'clock. That's when the big hand is on the 12 and the little hand is on the 8. Nick is faced with a very busy day, just like you. Lots of things to do, so he's always got to know what time it is. In fact, by the time Nick's day is through, he will come to know just how important it is to be in the right place at the right time. Nick has made it to school by 9 o'clock. On time, of course. That means that the big hand is on the 12 and the little hand is on the 9. Let's look in on band practice and see how things are going.
Quiet, children, quiet. We are wasting time. I've told you time and time again, band begins at 9 o'clock sharp. Now, as you all know, today is time day here at school. Everybody at school is doing something relating to time. The people in the kitchen have made a great big carrot cake in the shape of a clock. At the end of the day, when you have learned how to tell time, the band is going to play the clock song, and everyone in school will sing and dance and have carrot cake to eat. Is everybody ready to practice the clock song? Okay, Nick, you are a drummer. Start things off. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap your hands to the beat of the clock song. Clap your hands with me. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3. A clock is the very best way to learn the time of day. It tells you when to go to school and sleep and eat and play. Though it has no eyes or nose or mouth, a clock still has a face. And on that face are numbers and 2 hands that run a race. Oh, clap your hands to the beat of the clock song. Clap your hands with me. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3. A clock has lots of gears and wheels and springs and things stuck in it to make those hands go round and tell the hour and the minute. The hour hands, the little hand, it runs at a very slow pace. It takes all night and through the day to go 2 times round the face. The big hand is the minute hand. It moves a little quicker. These 2 hands running around the face make a great time-telling ticker. Oh, clap your hands to the beat of the clock song. Clap your hands with me. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3. Minute hand is on the 12. Hour hand's on the 10. That's 10 o'clock. Well, it's time to stop, so let's do it once again, everybody. Clap your hands to the beat of the clock song. Clap your hands with me. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3. Excellent, children, excellent. You played it perfectly. Ah, there's the bell. 10 o'clock. Put your instruments away, and I'll see you all this afternoon. I know everyone in school is going to love the clock song.
While Nick is on his way to class, let's see how things are going at home. It looks like things are about as usual. The baby is crying, the phone is ringing, the pudding is starting to boil over on the stove, and there goes the doorbell.
Oh, I'll be there in a second.
It's going to take Mom more than a second to get to the door. Why? Because a second is a very short bit of time. How short is it? Just watch. Did you see that? That colorful clock was before your eyes for just 1 second. It wasn't long, was it? Look again. Pretty quick, that second.
I have an idea. Let's play a memory game.
I thought you were in school, Nick.
Oh, well, it's 11 o'clock. Little hand's on the 11. Big hand's on the 12. Recess time. I just thought I'd check in.
What kind of memory game did you have in mind?
Well, a second may seem like a short time, but it is long enough for some things. For instance, that clock face we all saw for just a second. We didn't see it for a very long time, but I'll bet it was long enough for you to remember the color of the parts of the clock. What color was the face? Yellow. That's right. How about the hands? Good for you. You remembered blue. Now for the hard one. Can you remember, even though you only saw them for 1 second, the color of the numbers? Red. I knew you'd remember. And you saw them for only 1 second. It's a funny thing. A second can be short for some things, but just long enough for others. Uh-oh. Recess is over. Guess I'd better get back to class. It'll only take a second.
Now things have quieted down a little at home. The baby is taking a nap, and Mom can go back to the kitchen. She's making pudding for dessert tonight, and the directions say that she has to stir it for exactly 1 minute. Do you know what a minute is? Why, it's an amount of time. How much time? Well, in this case, it's just enough time to make Mom's pudding perfect. Remember what we were talking about a second ago? That's right. We were talking about the second. And when you take 60 of those seconds, you have the time it takes to make a minute. I can think of all kinds of things that you can do in a minute. Why, you can even take a minute to think up lots of things to do. I'll set this timer for 1 minute and show you what I mean. Well, you can run a race or wash your face, comb your hair, pick clothes to wear, dress yourself or clean your shelf, fry an egg, hop on one leg. A minute isn't over? Wow, I'll have to think up more stuff now. Well, you can feed your dog or catch a frog, tie your shoe or make some goo, write a song and sing along, squash some bugs or wash some rugs, clean a dish, catch a fish, eat some soup or even join a group. A minute isn't over yet. I'll think up still more stuff, I bet. You can write a letter, or even better, paint a box or mend your socks, trim your nails and dress up nice, move a chair, cook minute rice, sweep the floor, close the door, do a chore, my brain is sore. A minute's still not over? Phew, I'll think up some more stuff to do. Climb some trees or eat some peas, run upstairs, run downstairs, skip some rope, buy some soap, sing Bo Peep, go to sleep. Is it over now?
Nope.
It isn't?
Now it's over.
Oh, my goodness. Even I didn't realize how many things you can think up to do in 1 minute. Not only that, most of the things in the song only take around a minute to do. Can you imagine how many things you can get done with all the minutes there are in one day?
How many minutes are there in a day anyway?
Why, let's see. Times 60. 1,440 minutes in a day. But you get to sleep for about 480 of them.
Oh dear, only 960 minutes of daytime? And I've still got so much to do. Get supper ready, do the laundry, tend the garden, do the breakfast dishes, wash the floor.
While Mom tries to use the minutes in her day as best she can, let's look in on Nick, who is back at school. Science is just beginning, and Nick is about to start his report on the history of time. I'm really glad about that, because I've always wondered how this whole time thing got started. Let's listen.
The important thing I found out about time is that it helps you to know when something is happening. A long, long time ago, it wasn't so important to know when something was happening, because nothing much was happening. In the days of the cavemen, people didn't have to worry too much about what time it was.
What time is it? What? What time is it? Oh, let me see. It's daytime. Good. I'm hungry.
It's time to
Let's
end
go
the
get a
stream is
dinosaur
what
and have
time
him
it
for
is.
lunch.
Thank
Good
you,
idea.
everybody,
I'll
for tuning
bring
in.
the
I
cat.
appreciate you very much. It's been a pleasure. Where's the thing? There it is. Well, we're not going to be right back. But come to Secret Tape Live. You won't regret it. That's the end of the stream. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Bye.